Greetings and welcome back once again to my channel. This is Madame Sarkany, Sarkany. And we do have a general reading for the collective, but this can apply to your romantic issues as well. We have number 36, which is the first hexagram that we are going to cover. And the name states brightness hidden. However, there's a lot more to this. And we also consulted an oracle reading in order to elaborate on our path. And I've pulled some tarot cards for you. So regardless if this is a romantic issue or just a very general issue here, many of you in the collective have been seriously wounded. Number 36 stands for darkening of the light, wounding, wounded, wounding of the bright. This is somebody who's very talented, very skilled, and if not, they're just a very special person, and everyone is special in their own way. However, whomever this person that this reading pertains to, whomever they had surrounded themselves by, was very threatened by their skills, by their talents, by their intelligence, by their spirit, by their light. And as a result, they were in a situation where they had to conceal their talents, conceal their light, conceal their skills, conceal their intelligence, conceal their ability to shine brightly. It's not that they got rid of their talents and skills, it's just they had to suppress them in very dark and deviant circumstances. In a romantic reading, this hexagram symbolizes pain, hurt, something bad has happened here. Somebody's been wounded physically and emotionally. And they have been forced into a situation where they had to persevere and remain very quiet. The card says, why can't I read this right now? Is this fuzzy? People don't share your standards and insights. It's dangerous to let the light of your character shine freely. Perhaps you have been injured, or perhaps you fear injury. Something for some reason, and I can't even read that. It's like, I'm surprised I even got this much out. Regardless, and it's dark in here. So there's been something very drastic that's happened here in the collective, and I always like to encourage people, if you're in danger, that you must seek help. You've got to go to a trustworthy source. You don't ever hesitate to call somebody for help. But there is a change that occurs here, and you're being told to extract yourself from toxic situations. It doesn't mean that your relationship might not work, but if you've been physically injured by anybody in your life, it's best to extract yourself from the situation. 13 is a transition here. It says people in harmony. And this means that whomever this reading pertains to, your liberation, your freedom, your happiness, your healing and your health, and your rejuvenation and renewal are heavily intertwined in your ability to connect with your community, with a support network. In addition to that, this also shows that you surrounding yourself by people that uplift you and embrace you. They're not hating on you, they're not jealous, and they're not controlling you. This is a whole new era than whatever it is that this phase is that you are just concluding was characterized by. This is an entirely different beginning for you, where you are going to be all right. And that's when we see blood ties, inner circle, you surrounding yourself by the right people that uplift you. And if you do remain in a relationship, as long as it's not abusive, your community and your friends aid you as a couple in charting the territories of relationships, charting betrayals, charting misunderstandings, and misfortune. Remember, do not put yourself in difficult situations, and that regardless of how bad things feel, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, that there is a sun still shining behind the clouds. There is sun rays shining behind the mountains. Whatever obstructions you feel, you must hold on to that which makes you strong and unique, and brace yourself through difficult times. And these difficult times are on their way out the door, and you will have a support network of people that embrace you for who you are and help you heal and protect you moving forward. Gossip, nosy. So when I got this, I actually just envisioned whomever this reading is about sitting back and listening to the gossip, to the rumors. You extract yourself from a very difficult situation, and you should just gain contentment in hearing about this person's karma, or hearing about the karma of those people in your life who have dwindled and dimmed your light because they were too threatened and too jealous and just not really good people. Like, that's all I feel. I just feel like whomever this reading applies to, whomever you've been around, they've got darkness all over them. They're dirty, they're filthy, they're just a lost soul, and you cannot change people who have hurt you unless they wish to change themselves. So if you've been forced to take yourself away from people and environments that have harmed you, or the universe has intervened and taken them out, feel like you've got enough, like feel like it serves you enough to hear about what goes on in their life. You're getting an opportunity that's coming up where you can literally watch karma handle the people that have come against you, and the people that are talking to you in the background about what's going on. They're your scouts, they're your messengers, they're the ones going out into the world, coming to contact with the information, and then they come back and they let you know what's happened or what's going on. Your job is to move on. Don't worry, you will hear all about this person's or these people's karma that came against you in the recent past, or that are still kind of working against you. They are going to be extracted out of the situation. And in the meantime, your job is to stay safe, to invest in yourself, to protect your assets, and not to discuss what your plans are, because these people are still somewhere around you, and you don't want anyone to gossip about your success, your good plans, your prosperity. You don't want anyone to discuss this. Just listen like a bird on the wall, or sorry, a fly on the wall, taking in what's going on. Everything you need, all the tools you need will be revealed to you, so that you can just continue moving forward and saving and planning for the future. Because you've got the Three of Wands here, you've got allies around you, your ship's coming in, and we've heard this many times with the Three of Wands. But this is about looking off into the distance, planning for a long period of time, putting your plans in motion and waiting for something to come in that is going to either carry you away. This could be a journey, this could be a movement, this could be a movement across water, this could be a movement to another town, another city, this could be just working for yourself. And I get a lot where this reading is concerned regarding working for yourself. In matters of love, this too shall pass, okay? And you're going to have to make a decision. Are you and your partner victims of your environment, or is somebody being abusive? If the two of you are not abusive to one another and you're just going through a rough patch, the Three of Wands would indicate that you might even be prepared as a couple to go on a vacation, go on a cruise, make a move, extract yourself out of a difficult environment that has caused your relationship harm. So I got the message that some of you have been in a relationship that you may have had to conceal from your family and friends. And although we've got family in a positive light in this reading, it's more so in the sense of moving out of a dark period and surrounding yourself by a community of people that look out for you and look out for your best interests. So some of you in the collective may have been forced into hiding your relationship, and now you're moving into a phase where you no longer have to do that, and you're extracting yourselves out of a bad situation. But either way, if you're single, this is your calling and letting you know that the light within is always going to shine very bright, that you have many gifts, that you have many talents, and people can only oppress you so long. And when they do oppress you and suppress your skills and talents, you utilize that time in order to make plans so that you come out on top and shine even brighter and accomplish even bigger things. And that is your reading with Madame Sharakai.